So this is going to be fun. I've come into Camden town. I learnt a lot of magic in Camden. This is where I used to come with my friend Stephen an awful lot, and we talk about Taoism and God knows what, sorcery and all the various psychedelia, the various things he taught me. A lot of it happened here. A lot of it happened in Hampstead, a lot of it happened in Spain, but a lot of it happened here. But I'm coming down today to visit this place, Raven Records. Raven Records is an occult record shop. I know, right? And heavy metal music. But this is an occult record shop. The couple that own it, Ben and Chloe, that have built it, are practicing occultists. They've got a wonderful way with the universe, and it's a beautiful place. I'm going to show it to you. Come on in. This place is incredible, Ben.
Thank you.
And you built this from scratch, right?
Yes, so I did most of the work with my dad. So we built things like the pews, the bars, the front desk. I painted all the walls. Everything's had like at least 3 coats of paint. The ceilings as well. Built the cross downstairs as well on the throne, and yeah, it's been a very much a labour of love. So yeah, very much enjoyed it.
I've not been here before. We have met. We met at the occult conference,
Yep.
and I heard about this place. But it's more than a record store, right?
Yes, yeah, very much so. I mean, for me, initially when we did the idea, we wanted to have a heavy metal record shop in Camden.
Yeah.
But most record stores don't make a lot of, they don't make enough money to cover themselves. So what we did was we added in other things that would work with them as well. So we do heavy metal coffee, which has, so we've got Behemoth coffee from Black Coffee Worship, so they're all heavy metal themed coffees. Behemoth is a black metal band from Poland.
Behemoth.
Bought their own, or we import their coffee over. And then obviously we have an alcohol-free bar as well, because I'm a recovering alcoholic and I wanted somewhere that was alcohol-free, that still had good music. And had a good atmosphere to it. It wasn't all white walls and hippy-dippy and all mindful drinking and sober curious and stuff like that. So
Because there is a spirituality to this place. It's not the convention, but it's certainly there, isn't it? It informs everything.
yes, I mean I'm a very spiritual person anyway in terms of my sort of practice. I do daily ceremonial magic practice. I just hit 666 days, so I was hoping that Satan would appear in front of me, but unfortunately not. Or maybe he has, maybe I am already Satan.
And to touch on that now, I'm into these things, I practice it, and even I, with decades of this, as soon as I hear the S word, I'm like, whoa, I'm getting the creeps. But it's not as I imagine it, is it?
No, I mean for me...
It's not Dennis Wheatley and...
No, very much not. I mean for me, I consider myself to be an atheist or neurognostic. So for me, Satan is the opposite of the belief in something else. It's belief in the self. So I believe in me. So I am the master of my own reality because I am God.
Yes.
And have to look at it in that respect.
So it's not all the horned one and like you see in the movie. It's much more empowering and
very much so. Yeah,
I mean,
lots of people like that aesthetic. I do like dark stuff. I like dark music as well and things like that. And it's embracing that darkness and looking there to find the things that actually work for you and can propel you forwards rather than running away from it and running away from your triggers, I suppose. So for me, I lean into my triggers. I find out what's triggering me, why it's triggering me, and sort of go from there.
Oh wow, that's wonderful. And you have meetings here of this nature that where people who are in recovery can come and experiment with this.
Indeed,
ideas?
yeah. So I wrote a book several years ago called Uncover Satan, Recover Thyself, which takes you through...
Superb!
Yeah.
I've read that one. That's how I met Ben. He very kindly gave me a copy, and it's absolutely...
Thank you.
After my initial Satan, now I'm reading it. It's not as I imagined. It's not.
Yeah. So basically it was my frustration of going through the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous, which very much features heavily the Christian God concept. Not so much in the book itself, but from the followers.
Yes.
So it was about sort of stepping away from that. And what I found with Alcoholics Anonymous as well is they wouldn't promote anything that changed the steps. So my whole point was I'm not changing any of the words in the steps, just how people perceive them. So, when you have to admit your faults to God, I have to do it out loud, looking myself in the eyes in the mirror, because I am God, so I then do it to myself.
Right.
Invoke different emotions and feelings by saying it out loud. It's not all in your head. you can hear your voice. You know, you're bringing those elements in as well. And for me, that's much more powerful than doing it to an external deity.
Wow. Yes. I can't. There is nothing I can say to this. I'm loving this. What I love about this place is, I mean, I remember reading, this is a bit embarrassing, but I remember reading The Invisibles, reading Leary, the idea of finding the others and thinking, well, where the fuck do you find them? And it's places like this. You know, you've got a community, I'm guessing.
We're building one slowly. And I mean, I suppose it's the same thing with the book. When I was writing that, it was trying to write something that I wanted, something that I felt that I would have needed going through my recovery process. So that's the whole thing with the shop as well. It was creating something that both myself and Chloe wanted. You know, this is a place where we would want to come.
Chloe's your partner, right?
Chloe's my partner,
both in life and the business?
And business, exactly. So we do everything together.
And the only reason she's not in this video is she's just sitting there on the till.
Yeah,
I'm not
she's
trying
on the
to
till,
someone's got to hold the fort. That's the only reason she's not. It's not like I'm going to talk to Ben and who's this guy? She's just there. It's just, in fact, we'll show her in a minute. I'll do a bit there. I've got a bit
with
Chloe.
Chloe in. Yeah, the eye candy. No, very much more than just the eye candy. Chloe's the brains of the operation. I'm just in there for decoration.
And you're the other half of the team.
I am. Yes.
So how did you meet Ben, Chloe?
We met on a dating app, actually. Yeah, we met on a dating app. We met on a dating app.
And I mean, Ben spoke about his recovery. I mean, are you involved in that, or is that a separate thing? Are you coming into this from a different path?
So I try and avoid alcohol, to be honest.
Yeah.
I haven't had a drink for over 6 months. I came to the conclusion a while back that it hadn't really ever had a positive impact in my life. I went through a period of deciding that actually I wanted to create rather than destroy, build something with my life. And I'd used alcohol over the years a lot to self-sabotage and self-sabotage. Self-sabotage.
I mean, I'm not a drinker. I don't drink at all, and but I have no story. There was no like, oh, I crashed and I came. I just never have. But for the reasons that you mentioned, I find it quite an ugly substance when it's in my system. Others don't, but I do.
Yeah, I mean, I worked as a DJ in my early 20s in a dance scene, so I was constantly surrounded by drugs and alcohol, and within that environment. So, it's something that I've had some struggles with myself over the years, and it's great to be able to, offer people, build this place and offer people an alternative which doesn't revolve around alcohol, where they can come and just chill out and relax and not have to listen,
Yeah, and for what is essentially a heavy metal. What's the technical term for it? I'm sorry, this is not my music.
It's a heavy metal record shop.
What is a heavy metal record shop?
Yeah.
The ambience is very light. I mean, it's like, given the nature of the music, it's and it's not my music. I'm not taking the piss. It's just the juxtaposition is really interesting between the heaviness of the music and the lightness of the vibe.
You see, well, there are. What's I going to say here? This music may seem heavy, but actually, a lot of people find it very relaxing.
Yeah.
Who listen to it. So
yeah. I'm thinking about my mate Stephanie. She would love this place so much. She's like so sort of into all this and the tattooing and everything. If she had this where she is, she'd be over the moon.
Okay. Where does she live?
Cornwall.
Okay.
Nothing down there.
No. Just beach.
Well, congratulations on this place, truly. It really is wonderful. I hope it continues to flourish. Yeah.
Let's hope so, yeah. Fingers crossed.
So we're in Camden Town. We're 150 metres from Camden Town Station.
Didn't stop me getting lost.
No, we're just opposite the big Sainsbury's, and what people find quite funny is actually opposite a church.
I've just noticed that. There's a massive church right there.
Over the road. Which, we don't have any issues with them. They don't have any issues with us. We keep ourselves to ourselves. Keep our own side of the street clean, and that's what we have to do. Really, literally.